Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the smoking section. Thank you for joining me again today on Morning Cigar Talks, and boy, do we have a show for you guys today. So, last night, me and my father both went to a cigar event for the Smoking Dog in Maple Shade. That is the cigar shop that I do work at. We wound up going to the Iron Hill Brewery last night in Maple Shade, New Jersey. It was a cigars and beers kind of thing. It was an absolute awesome time. I picked up some really good cigars that from working there and everything. They had two different styles of bags that you could get, a bunch of different giveaways and everything, and it was just a really awesome time. Which one of the cigars that I didn't pick up last night, but we do sell at the Smoking Dog, that I figured I would start my morning off with, is the Alec Bradley, the post embargo. I was about to say the postmaster, but I don't think that was it. But yes, the post embargo that I wanted to start my day off with today. But last night, and this is all kind of going to be into a theme, so just roll with me here for a second, okay? Just keep rolling along with me. So last night, one of the things we wound up getting was this little bag. And I know it's going to be kind of hard to see with my lighting on, my halo light over here, but I'm going to take everything out and kind of show you guys everything. This is the bag that we wound up getting last night. And you can see, we had a couple different things in there. Now, two of the bags that we could get last night was a medium to mild bag, which had a group of cigars in there that had a range from medium to mild, or all the cigars were themselves medium and mild. Or you could go with the full body bag, which I wound up going with because I do like my full bodied cigars. And I'm just going to empty everything out of here real quick just to kind of give you guys a little idea about what's going on. So in the full bodied bag, you could get one of the things, or I'm going to go through some of the cigars. I smoked one last night, so the one that I wound up smoking is not going to be in here right now, but I can tell you which one it was. One of the things that you could have gotten was the Toscano, the Extra Vecchio. So this is one of the cigars that I was talking to you guys about before. This is actually called the Friendship Cigar. Really great cigar from Toscano. If you haven't seen the video for the Toscano review, definitely go check it out. I have it in the link of or not in the link, but in the playlist of the mini cigar review series. This is one of the cigars that I was talking about. This is the one that they wound up saying, so you can tell that on both ends, it does look like you're able to draw from, and there's a reason behind that. So this cigar right here, during times of war, was one of the cigars that, if you were in war and you had it in your pocket or in your sleeve or in your helmet or wherever, if there was a break in the war and you felt like a cigar and your friend wanted a cigar with you, but you didn't have that many, or he didn't have one, right where this band is, right where you can see that right here, you could actually cut that straight down the middle, and one person would have one and the other person would have one. You could actually cut these right down the middle, and they're absolutely amazing cigars. I really enjoy these cigars, so I was very excited about getting one of these, and I'll probably do a little bit of a show on it as well, probably one of the cigar review shows where I'll actually do that and show that to you. One of the other ones that we wound up getting was the Tatuaje Avion. This is the Avion 11's Perfecto Grande Habano 6 3/4 by, what is that, 4852. Sorry, my eyes are really bad in the morning. But yeah, this is another great cigar. If you're big into full-bodied cigars, I would definitely give this one a try by Tatuaje. Very full-bodied. A nice flavor, though. Very nice flavor. I really enjoy smoking these. The other one that we wound up getting was the, of course, the Aquatine. So that would be this guy right here. Um, Really, really great cigar as well. Another full-bodied cigar. It goes along with the cranium and the Neanderthal in that line and series, but really, really great cigar. And for its size, now this one is only, I believe, like 4 inches, and I believe it's a 52 or a little bit bigger than a 52 ring gauge. Um, Really, really great cigar, full of flavor. I really, really enjoy these cigars. This is actually probably my second favorite from the Neanderthal. So I really was excited about getting this as well, but I just didn't feel like smoking it last night. I wound up smoking the Patina Maduro that I wound up getting last night, which was just an amazing cigar. I love Patina. Do a really, really nice job with their cigars. Really, really great construction. And then, of course, we wound up getting the Perdomo Reserve Champagne Noir Maduro, which I always say you can never go wrong with a Perdomo cigar. These are really, really nice, very, very smooth. And, one thing that I've realized with Perdomo was that he doesn't really ever get into too much full-bodied cigars. The cigars that he winds up putting out are usually the highest I've ever really felt that he's gone is kind of like a medium with the cigars. But even that's kind of a little bit of a stretch, in my opinion. Smoking things like the Tabernacle and the Neanderthal and even the Alec Bradley Magic Toast, those really kind of, I feel, pass the strength test a little more than Perdomo cigars. But this is still a great cigar. Very, very smooth, great after dinner cigar, and I really, really love the Perdomo series as well. So one thing we did wind up getting was some matches by the Smoking Dog as well, which you guys can see right down here. And it does tell you both locations, so I don't know if you guys need that. I don't know how well that will come out, but those are both locations for the Smoking Dog if you were thinking about ever taking a visit there one time. And then they also wound up giving you a nice La Hora ADN straight cut. So, that was, it was a really, really nice event. And to kind of give you guys a little bit of I don't want to say a reason for me bringing all this up is because if you are really starting to get into cigars, this past year has really been a great opportunity for people to really kind of start trying out cigars. Like, what is the hype about with these things? So yes, they're relaxing. Yes, they are a staple in a lot of different movies, such as Sylvester Stallone in The Expendables always has a cigar. Clint Eastwood in the old, Western movies always is either chewing a cigar or lighting a cigar or putting his cigar out in somebody's drink to piss them off and start up a fight. What is the purpose of these things? And, the reason why I'm telling you about the event on our morning cigar talk today is because the events that, some cigar shops put on is a great opportunity for you to kind of learn about the cigars. Cigars themselves, every one of them has their own personality, I would say. So the Alec Bradley, and I can't remember the name, the Post Embargo. I keep wanting to say Postmaster. It's just so natural to say Postmaster. But the Post Embargo is going to have its own profile versus the Perdomo Noir. It's going to have its own from the Tatuaje Avion. Everything's going to have its own personality and its own backstory, its own, story to have why it's actually out there, what the thought process was on the Post Embargo, the Perdomo Noir. So if you ever get a chance to go to a cigar event, such as the one that I went to last night, where you kind of did a pairing with some different beers, some different cigars, you got to learn a little bit about the cigars, I suggest you give it a try. A lot of times, a lot of the information that I get are from talking to the vendors that come in through the shop. The reason behind the cigars, the story behind the cigars. It always helps to improve A, knowledge, and B, what you're looking for in their cigars. Mm-mm. I did a bad thing. So, such as The Hook by Waylon. Um, I really, really love that cigar. It's probably, right up there in like my top 10 favorite cigars. The Hook had an amazing story behind it, and I would have picked it up, but I would have never known the backstory behind the cigars. That without really talking to Waylon and seeing, what his vision was, why he brought out the Hook, what was the overall reason for it, where it came from, the story behind it. So for me, going to different events like that, and even pairing events, um, a lot of times the cigars are already pre-picked out, uh, and the shops wind up picking out cigars that are going to be pairing best with, if you go to a Scotch tasting or a beer event, or just a chocolate event. Even I've been to a few things where they've actually given us chocolate bars, and they made us take a drag off of a cigar, try and get the flavor, then eat a piece of chocolate, and then do the same exact thing and see how that affected the taste of the cigar. So I mean, a lot of times for people that are just kind of starting out, it's a great opportunity to learn, to see what cigars are going to do for you and what you like to pair them with. And a lot of times I found that some of the cigars that you wind up picking out or getting given at the event, you never really think of picking up yourself. You don't hear anything about them, you don't see anything about them. Um, it just looks like another cigar for you. So, you kind of try to stay with what's safe. I've noticed that a lot of people that are looking for something different, um, especially in my field, whenever I go and somebody says, give me something different to try, I'll bring them a couple different cigars. I'll ask them, where do you land on the flavor scale? Mellow to medium, or I mean, mellow to mild, mild to medium, medium to full body altogether. And when they answer, sometimes I get, yes, I'm in this category. Sometimes I get, well, I'm all over the place. I'm still trying to find my groove. I'll suggest a couple cigars, and I don't want to say 9 times out of 10, but I want to say maybe about 50% of the time, they always wind up going back to something that's more comfortable for them. They never really get the chance to look at something different to kind of see, like, okay, wow, that was a little bit too much, or you know what, he was right. That was pretty much spot on. So these events are a good way to be able to get you started somewhere. Not only the knowledge that you're learning about the cigars, but the cigars in general that you probably wouldn't pick up, or if you have picked those up before and you really like them, or if you didn't really care for them, maybe this will be your chance to give them a second try and see, what you could do differently to bring out those events. Plus, in the end, I think it's really important to support your local brick and mortar shop, your local cigar shop, your local hangout spot. Yes, you being a customer to that shop is really important, and they thrive off of our businesses. They thrive off of us going in there and either buying a box or 10 cigars or even 5 cigars. Every sale is important. Um, but this kind of helps you get into the community. Me and my father wound up talking to a nice older couple last night. That if we don't meet up at the same time at the shop, you never really get to hear some of the stories and get that camaraderie, I guess you would say, to be able to kind of sit there and know the community, get to know the people that are supporting the same shop as you, because you might have a lot more in common than you think when it comes to that. So, there's so many things that are important to going to events like that, not just for you, but for everybody. So last night, where we went was the Iron Hill Brewery in Maple Shade, New Jersey. And, I've been to an Iron Hill Brewery a couple of times, but going there and getting support from them. And two things are happening here. So the two things that are happening are, A, you're getting to try new cigars, either new cigars or old cigars or whatever you want to call it. The other thing that's happening on this side is you're giving business to Iron Hill. Now, yes, everything was paid for. I think it was $80 to get in. You got a meal, the flight of beers that went well with your meal as well, 5 cigars, raffle prize. I mean, everything was included. So you figure you're going there, you're trying their food. If you really enjoyed their food, you're going to come back. You're going to go in there and say, hey, you know what? I don't need a cigar event to go back to Iron Hill. I've never been there before, but now I got another spot that I can go. I really enjoyed their beer, so I'm going to go back and, buy, one of the grinders of beers. You have all these things that, everything is happening, and it's basically community supporting community with supporting a whole. And I find that really, really important as we, kind of go through today's society, where support isn't always as prevalent, I guess you would say. So, with that being said, today's, I guess, morning cigar talk theme is definitely give going to events a try. I know it's kind of hard right now with a lot of different things going on with COVID and all that good stuff, but as the weather gets nicer and they're probably going to have some more outside events, definitely give things like this a try, because you never know what you're going to learn. You never know what you're going to be able to pair things with, unless you're a professional, which I am not, so I will continue to be going to these events. But it's definitely important to try and support your local brick and mortar shop just for these reasons. 1, you're supporting the shop and you're trying new things. 2, you're getting out there with the community. You're enjoying the company. You're making new friends. You're making new acquaintances. You're making somebody that if you go to the cigar shop by yourself and your buddy's there from that event you went to, you can sit with him because you had a good time and talked. 3, you're learning something new about the cigars. You're getting a new horizon when it comes to everything. And that's what we're all here to do. Nobody wants to sit here and smoke the same cigar day in and day out. If you do, that's fine too, but you can open up your horizons. And I guess number 4 is it's just something, to bring a little bit of joy into your life as well. But with that being said, everybody, I hope that you guys all enjoy your weekend. Today, my weekend has started. My weekend is Friday to Sunday every week, while things are slow right now. But please enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. It's supposed to be a dull weekend this weekend. So if you are local, or if you want to make the drive and you want to come over to the Smoking Dog in Mount Holly, I will be there Saturday from 12 to 6. And if you still don't have anything to do on Sunday, you can come over to the Smoking Dog on Sunday at Maple Shade, and I will be there from 12 to 6. So definitely come check us out. Say hi to me. I'll try and introduce you to some new cigars, and we will go from there. But as always, everybody, I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, just thank you guys all for your support. I love you all, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. So from the smoking section, everybody, I'm Sean. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and as always, stay blessed, stay smoking, and I'll catch you guys later. From the smoking section, I'm Sean, catching out and seeing you guys on the next one. I will see you guys later. Bye.